You had yourself a game today, obviously. Coming in from Conway, you had a nice introduction for yourself, for the people of Conway. What's just some things you did this spring or that you noticed this spring about yourself, about this staff that helped you?
So like Coach Beard said, I played this staff last year. So like watching them on the other side of the ball, I think they was very intent about football. So like his winning play style when I came on a visit here, what he was telling me about, he loves to win. So that's like me. I love to win. I don't like to lose. So just hearing that from him, that would make me want to come play for him. And then like for me for here, the weight room was a big part throughout the spring for me. So just being in there every day, putting in that work with Coach Mo and all the other coaches, it really helped me this spring.
Clayton, coming here was your intention to be wide receiver one on this team?
I wouldn't say be wide receiver one. I would come here to just get developed by the best.
I like
What do you feel about the quarterback situation at this point? Who do you feel like
Question
you're
for
more
coach.
comfortable with, or have you even got to that point where you have that advantage with one certain guy over another certain guy?
I think all the quarterbacks are good, but I think that's a question for Coach Beard to answer.
Either of you can answer this. Just overall assessment, thoughts on today's game, energy, vibe.
Honestly been focused on defense, so yeah, that's not really a question for me. But I can just say like as long as we keep coming together as a team whole, building our camaraderie and our competition together, just compete with each other, I feel like we'll be all right for sure.
And Jamarian, they haven't had a spring game since you've been here, right?
No, sir.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on having a spring game and
It was actually fun. It was my first spring game actually in a long time, probably a year or two. Just to be out, just to be able to show the fans what we can do, just to see how far we still got to go as a team. That's really what I took from the spring game. Just being around my teammates, being able to communicate, being able to talk when it's distress going on. So
What's the biggest thing you've seen from a defensive standpoint that's different at this point than it was last year at this point? I mean, I know you guys went through a lot of stuff, man. I was with you on all those ups and downs. But from being inside the program now and looking at how you guys went through what you went through last year, just the difference, it is not necessarily in the locker room, but more so on the field and what you guys are going through now.
okay, so on the field, I can say as a defense, we more together now than we was, I can say, at this time last year. But I feel like we more together now at this time than we was in fall camp last year, which is a good thing. Things that I take away from what happened today was we was very, very communicational. We talked a lot. We did a lot of pre and I guess after the ball snap communication. We Yeah, I just say that we just communicated better than last year. Honestly, made sure everybody get the call. Being on the backside of the play, sometimes you might not get the call. So just communication, and really being together, getting to the ball. Yes, sir.
And Jamarian, everybody knows you're a great tackler on that boundary. Obviously, a couple people had some questions about your coverage, but I feel like you shut that down today. What's just some things that you did to better yourself in that aspect?
Honestly, try to focus on my eyes today. Really my progression is from QB to man or man to or 2 to 1. So really, I really just focused on my eyes today. I say smaller steps than usually what I take. Just being cautious, you know what I'm saying, not trying to give up too much. But yeah,
Any last questions? I'll ask you guys a question.
let's do it.
You see all that support. You're new to this. You've seen it. What does that mean to you, especially for a spring game?
I'm not gonna lie, it actually makes me happy. This is
People
my
pay-
first
people
time
pay-
seeing a lot of people.
People paid
like
money to come up here tonight.
this. Man, what? All I can say is I know for sure I'm gonna do my thing to make y'all happy. So, but no, This is actually my first time seeing this many people doing one of my talks. Hey, it's kind of scary, but I mean, you get through it for sure.
And then for me, like this being my first spring game as well, just seeing the dedication from like everybody coming up here, I really love that for this program. You see how much they love the program just for this being the spring game.
For real.
Appreciate it. I know somebody want to talk to you on your way out, so we appreciate you guys coming up. Appreciate everyone
Thanks,
that
guys.
came out
Appreciate
tonight.
it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
and
gentlemen.
shots up.